Well, this afternoon, Sky News has spoken to a former MasterChef contestant who says Gregg Wallace behaved inappropriately and he wasn't the only one. Well, let's bring in our arts and entertainment correspondent, Katie Spencer. She joins us live from the BBC's headquarters in central London. Katie, what more can you tell us?
Look, it might be in that video that Gregg Wallace seems to take issue with women of a certain age supposedly turning on him. But we have this afternoon spoken to one former contestant who wishes to remain anonymous, who is a man who claims that actually this went way beyond what Gregg Wallace was up to and the allegations that he faces of inappropriate sexual language. And it does certainly raise questions not just for the BBC but also the makers of MasterChef. Let's just take you through some of the claims that this former contestant has made to us. He told me, "I was horrified. I'd never seen anything like it. Genuinely, I was quite shocked at that really toxic environment." Gregg, you know, would occasionally crack jokes that in different ways felt inappropriate, but he wasn't the only one. What I witnessed as a contestant was that there was a systematic problem that was larger than just him, in my view. From day one, he regretted signing up, he says. On the first day of that first challenge, part of me, I just wanted to go. I wanted to leave, and I didn't know why I didn't, actually. I think it was partly because I was just too embarrassed. I didn't want to be humiliated. I think I got off pretty lightly, but I'd see the other contestants and just be thinking, I would have been very upset if that person had said that to me. I'm not for 1 second wanting to let Gregg Wallace off the hook, but I don't think it's just him. My concern is that he's being totally scapegoated for a culture that was more often than not about mocking. It was offensive. I remember thinking, he said, gosh, do the BBC really know what's going on? And on that, we have heard from the BBC who have spoken to us, who have given us a statement from a BBC source saying that while we now also know this weekend there were on a number of occasions that people made complaints about Gregg Wallace's behaviour, they've said, this source has told us, that it would be wrong to report that the BBC has done nothing if or when matters have been raised with the BBC, and that they have urged caution about us prejudging any of this. Banijay, of course, are the production company behind MasterChef. They have now employed an independent legal team to look into these 13 initial allegations that were made by a number of people, including the broadcaster Kirsty Walk. Now, we put our claims to them about this wider toxic environment that the contestant we spoke to said there was. They haven't really chosen to change or update the statement that they've given us, which is this week the BBC received complaints from individuals in relation to historical allegations of misconduct while working with presenter Gregg Wallace on one of our shows. Whilst these complainants have not raised the allegations directly with our show's producer or parent company Banijay UK, we feel that it is appropriate to conduct an immediate external review to fully and impartially investigate. They also talk about the duty of care that they have to staff always being a priority, and there being certain expectations regarding talent behaviour. But look, it's been a really sort of mind-boggling, baffling approach that Gregg Wallace has taken this weekend, certainly to make this video hitting out at middle-class women of a certain age. Certainly given the general demographic of MasterChef, it's hard to see how he can come back and return to working on that programme again. There's an element of, you know, jumping from the frying pan to the fire on this.